Okay, so plan of action. We need to get that shotgun, right? How dangerous is it to get that shotgun? There's gonna be a lot of zombies on the way. I might end up just expending all my grenade launcher rounds on the zombies on the way, because that is a nasty hallway that I don't necessarily want to deal with. And then I need to solve the puzzle to get out into the open area and then back to the puzzle. Okay. I think that's doable, actually. So, I'm gonna go get a hub. I'll read this too. I left you some bullets in the room on the right. Feel free to use them. You get yourself in trouble. Thanks, Barry. Man, Barry's just been a constant companion in this game. Oh, that's true. I could just try and sprint through. Where are they relative to me? Because they are... Okay, the shotgun room. Oh, I went through the one-way door. Right. So I have to go back upstairs and check the doors up there. Because I can no longer get to... Basically, I have to go all around the houses to get the shotgun because I went through the one-way door. I mean, I'll take the red hub, sure. I'm leaving here. Because I think that there's something... Because we know there's a giant snake around, right? And I don't want to accidentally run into that. Because I think that might destroy me. Okay, and that's the helmet key. So we're gonna have to go through the dog room again. Get that, we have to go through here, left, round, through the main room. And hope there's no Crimson Heads, as they were called. So, what was the context of adding Crimson Heads? Like, did they just think that the base game wasn't difficult enough or something? Okay, so he's in there. Oh, did I leave a green herb on the ground? Because if I left a green herb on the ground, I can mix that with the red herb. Yeah, I'm a genius. He's still resting peace. Oh, is he resting peacefully?
I'm okay. The others...
What was the point of that line there? Okay, just to add a unique experience. Right, because as I said, like, this is my first time playing Resident Evil 1 in any format. So I'm not actually sure if that, like, what other changes were made. Are there, like, are Crimson Heads on like the easier difficulties? Because I know the game, when I started it up, right, it was like normal, easy, and easier, or whatever it was, right? So is that just like the... Basically, was the expected gameplay experience to be with the Crimson Heads? What the hell am I doing? Like, I'm literally just wandering around at this point, which is a great way to expend all my resources and die. Okay, right. I need to go through the other side. So I need to go through the dog room. Through the dog room, shotgun room, trade shotgun, grab shotgun. Other room, like painting room. Through the painting room, back into the main room. Okay, Crimson Heads are all difficulties. Right. Get through here, grab shotgun, work out where that painting room was. There was a dagger I missed here. That actually would probably come in useful. Alright, which means I probably haven't grabbed the thing under the other one. But I can fairly reliably dodge that dog, so I think I might just ignore it. Right, and this room was... That goes onto the counter with the fertilizer. I don't need the fertilizer right now, but there are herbs there in case I need them. Oh, frag. Yep, no, slightly messed up. Though I only got bit once, so it's not that bad. And this is a shotgun room. Like, I do have herbs and stuff. Like, I've got full heal available. Yeah, just a light nibble. You know, just a little bit of an om nom nom. Good. Now that's nice and safe. Which means we can come and get a broken shotgun if we need it. So caution. Can I take a bite on caution? Would I die if I got eaten on caution? I might heal anyway, just for good measure. Okay, so I need to make sure I don't go through the one-way door here. If I'm careful and go through the side door, I can get to the puzzle room, and that's where I want to fundamentally go. You gotta wonder how angry a guy has to be about someone potentially stealing his shotgun that he creates a death trap just to murder you in case you attempt to do so. Like, that's pretty brutal. Like, my man there's about, you know, he's about protecting his shotgun. He wants his shotgun to remain untouched. Okay, now he's wearing the bracelet. And the other two with the other colors. Well, yeah, like, and it's broken too, which means he can't really care about the shotgun, otherwise he would have got it repaired, right? I haven't played Resident Evil 7. Watched a few videos on it, as I've done for many games. Right, crows are happy to... I mean, you know, we're ignoring the fact that there's like a giant weird thing there as well. You know, just completely ignoring that. Okay, there... I feel fairly like confident I can dodge the guy just outside here, but I don't want to risk it. So I'm gonna use that herb. And this gives us the route back, which doesn't require dodging the dog. Yeah, because I can go right back through behind him. Okay, because I didn't get munched by the other group of dudes, I'm kind of okay. I'm full health. I've got 3 guns, one of which is empty. Like, everything is such a panic in this game that I'm constantly creating these mini goals to get through, like, step by step. Okay, where is the closest safe room? The closest safe room is actually right back the way I came. Because I think the next goal, now that I've got the shotgun, I want to go to that safe room, save, and then go to that room with the scratches on the wall. Because I think that's where I'm going to find a big enemy. That's my thought process. So we actually do need to go through here. See, this is the whole thing. Like, if I wasn't playing a survival horror game, I would just be like, oh, I'll just move through here, it's fine. But I'm literally trying to deliberately move between safe zones. You know, I'm trying to maintain my physical safety as much as possible because I panic when I'm not in the safe zones. And that expends resources and puts me at risk of death. Like, it's just a really cool thing that doesn't really happen in games these days. Okay, so there's going to be an undead right just to my right as I come through here. Yeah, dying, not good. Oh, I didn't expect that one to be there. No, this has gone horribly wrong. I'm just leaving. I can't deal with that. I was thinking I might be able to down him and then grenade the other and it'd be fine. No, not dealing with that. Okay, where is... Oh, I need to go back into that room as well because that's the route to the save point. Man, I'm not excited about this bit. I could easily die in here. Okay, looks like the door was pretty close. Okay, we're okay. So, I've got another death mask. I haven't got all 4 of them yet, but I have a number of them. Because we've got no ammunition for this thing, we'll stow it away. And because we haven't got any ammunition for that thing, I'm taking out the knife. I'm guessing acid shells are going to work on a snake. Like, they have tough skin, I probably want to shred that skin. I don't think incendiary shells are going to work on it because snakes are wet. Like, I don't know if that logic is any good whatsoever, but it's the logic I'm using. Okay, I'm going to save here, and then I'm going to go up and try and go to that room that I thought might have the snake in it. And then I'm going to try and kill that snake. Probably shouldn't waste inventory there. Yeah, I mean... That's the plan. I don't know if that's where a boss battle takes place, right? I'm just guessing there was a giant scratch on the wall, and they've been talking about a snake, so that makes me think there's a snake. Now, the only downside here is I need to find where that was. Wasn't it just this room in here? Yeah, okay, because there's this scratch over here where it's like, yeah, a large scratch in this wall. Doesn't look like it was the work of those rotting freaks. Okay, the lockpick opens this door. Barry, what are you doing here?
Barry, I didn't mean to get you that excited.
Right. Anyway, you should read this.
He would die if that would have been a zombie. Certain. Okay, researcher's will. A letter slipped inside, the top part of the letter is torn off, the rest of the letter is legible. Alma, I have tried to survive only to see you again, but my efforts have only delayed the inevitable. I am infected and there is no cure for what will follow, except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them. My love for you. In an hour I'll have entered my eternal sleep where there is peace. Please understand. Please know that I am sorry. Martin Crackhorn. That's a surname and a half. Martin
What do you
Crackhorn.
make of it?
Well, I guess we were right about this mansion being quite unnatural.
You have a way with understatements.
Where's the part that's torn off?
Well, my only guess is that it was the most important part and somebody didn't want anyone to see it. Let's continue our investigation.
Investigation, quote unquote. I thought we were trying to escape out of here. Perhaps they're using it to raise a creature. Okay. There's all these cicadas on the wall as well. Okay. Fish hook. Good. Am I going to go fishing? Okay, lab coat that smells like a medicine cabinet. The lure of a bee. Interesting. Okay, the hook is attached to the bee. So now if I add... That looks completely out of place, but okay. Okay, so I need to modify the lure of the bee somehow. Wait, no, it says dragonfly under it. Like, see, because that says dragonfly, so I need to find a dragonfly. Actually, wait, this also says dragonfly. And this says fly. What the hell? Okay, so. Oh, there's another section here. Ah. I see, because it wasn't a real bee. I got it. I just need to find the other thing. No? Okay. So we've got a bee. And some fishing lures. And a hook. Can I use this to... Okay, I can't use the bee for fishing. Okay, question, right? Because I got all the I've got the brain trust in chat, right? The brain trust. That's what you guys should be referred to these days, right? can I solve this with everything I have on hand? Or am I missing something? Like, is this currently solvable with what I have in my inventory? Or do I need to explore more? Because... Oh, God. I just realized I called you the Brain Trust. Okay, so I'm not doing something correctly here. Right, because... Okay, let's examine some stuff. I don't know, it looks pretty unusual. Let's examine the other thing. Okay, can they be oh, that's not what I want. Can they be combined? Okay, good. I didn't think that was possible, but I figured I should try. So let's try putting... Like, it definitely says Dragonfly there. Right, so I think... Yeah, maybe it has... I think I know it has something to do with the insect specimens. Hold on. Ah, okay. I think I get it now. Got it. No, 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 no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't make sure... What? Stop. Nope. That's evil. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna leave. The bee is... The bee that is... It's a zombie bee, isn't it? It's an evil zombie bee. Got it. What's behind door number 2? This is a really creepy camera. Very cool, but creepy as an introduction to the room. No, like, come on. That's bad. What's down here? I am a little bit damaged, so I'll take that green hub because otherwise I'm gonna forget about it. Like, I feel like, you know, maybe, you know, if I was a lesser person or didn't value my viewers so much, I'd totally ban you for that, right? Like, that's shameful. No, I wouldn't actually ban you. Like, I'm not gonna ban people over terrible puns like that. Okay, I found the first aid kit. I'm gonna try using the first aid kit on what's his name? Rupert. Because you know, he was... Oh, that's interesting. That room still has stuff in it, right? Alright, it's got the ink ribbon in there. Right, so I need to make my way back to the shotgun... No, not the shotgun room. Yes, the shotgun room? No, not the shotgun room, the top hallway area. Because there's a door I haven't actually tried up the top there. So it should just be this way and through here. Oh, I can't heal him other than give him the serum. So does Does the first aid kit serve another purpose? Or is it just a healing item of some description? Well, you know, obviously don't tell me what the other purpose is, but... You know what, let's examine it. Zoom right in. It says there's nothing unusual. Like, I feel... You want to open it, maybe? I mean, unless that's instructive. Like, I just need to find a first aid spray and insert it. Oh, I see. Oh. Well, I guess that's fair, fine enough. So it was just being persnickety, basically. Right, okay. What do I need to resolve? There's a creepy snake monster roaming about, right? And what was in here? This was a terrible, terrible bee room. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the bee to its business. Yeah, like, I would have thought you'd have dealt with it from the lock, not the... Because all the books, you have to look at them at the crease point, right? But it is what it is. I will take those ink ribbons for now. Okay. So. We have dog hallway, we have outside terrace with the bonds. There's a door that I haven't investigated, actually. So I'm gonna go investigate that door. And that actually is in the hallway where, what's-his-face was. Or is... What is that guy? It's like Rufus? Rupert? Renaud? He's gonna give him progressively more obscure names. Roland the Knight. Richard! That was the one. He's sleeping peacefully now, though, so it's all good. Where does this door go? Alright, this was a new area that I hadn't explored. Oh, it's locked. An emblem of a shield is carved into the lock. Here's Rupert the Rat. Got it. Icon depicting wind. Okay, so there is an undead. Oh, I do not like flickering lights. I will get past that rapidly. I'll carry any more items. Okay. Looked pushable, so I pushed it. Oh, I think I need to push it. Oh, that's nice. You can slide into the corner. That's really cool. Like, a lot of the various box pushing stuff in games doesn't let you do stuff like that, and it can be really frustrating. Okay, I need light. Is there a light switch here? Can't see a light switch. Well, that's not good. We'll run him around the table, though. See, I was shocked, though. I saw him and I left. That's what it's about. See, undead man, you leave. Okay, so the issue here is it's too dark to see anything. Oh, do I need the lighter? Yeah, okay, I need to go get the lighter. I was thinking about needing power, right? Can't touch this. Da-na-na-na. Da-na. Da-na. Oh, like his face is just right up in the camera. That's unhealthy, man. Don't be inside cameras. Okay, so. Item room, lighter. Nope, 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 nope. I'm leaving. I see that guy get up and I'm gone. Okay, where is the nearest safest item room to get to? I think it's actually the one across the hallway. Because this will have one, this will have a speedy enemy, but it is one I can evade. Yeah, there we go. Because if he goes one side and I go the other, it's not that much of a concern. Game is so intense. Oh, frag, no. Where do I need to go from here? That's the wrong door. That's where I need to go. So it's the door on the left I need to go to. Can't touch this. I think he might have touched me a little bit though. Not actually sure. I heard the impact noise, but oh no, he didn't touch me. Ah, shoot. No, no, I'm screwing this up. I'm screwing this up really badly. Wait, is he dead now? Okay, he's actually dead now. That was terrible. That was genuinely terrible. Okay, we're back here. I don't think I need the wind crest at the moment. Do need the lighter. Still need the armor key because I'm still opening stuff with that. Got 2 death masks. How many ink ribbons do I have? I've got 7 ink ribbons. I'm actually just gonna make another save. I have enough ink ribbons. And I'm pretty low on health. Okay. Stow the ink ribbons. Now, there's also pistol ammunition in that room. I'm going to hold on to the first aid spray. My logic here is I will use the first aid... Actually, what's my health like? Oh, no, I'm on danger. I just need to use the first aid spray. Like, that one zombie got me from, like, fine to danger. Game is absolutely barbaric. Have I actually been up the other side of this? They both say they're locked doors. I'm not going to think about them for now. Right, so. Lighter. Oh, jeez. I was briefly thinking about like what I was planning, and it was just like, this guy's here. He's here to kill me. He wants to eat my brains. He needs to eat my brains. That's what his life is about. He's about the brain-eating lifestyle. Do you move faster with a knife in this game? Because I know that's a thing like CSGO. Like, you're just quicker when you've got a knife out. Okay. I know this isn't where I need to be, but I'm going in here to reset the position of the zombie. Because my thought process is, with the position reset, I should have a better time evading it. This is where I need to go, right? Like, it's... No. Like, I know it looked great and everything. Oh, then my mic's working again. My mic broke for a little bit. But I know that dodge looks incredible. The problem is, the room which I said, oh, I know this isn't the way we need to go. That's the way we need to go. So I just gotta go straight back through. Ah, damn it. Like, it's just, you know, Confederacy of Dunces here. By the Confederacy, I mean myself. Because our actual goal is through the end of here. Luckily, the speedy zombies don't actually seem to do that much damage if they just get you on the swing. There we go. That was an acceptable dodge. Got a little bit flustered there, but I managed to get through. Right, use a lighter. What do you mean it's not necessary to use it? There we go. Okay, now we've got the musical score. No, this isn't what I wanted. I'm just gonna hope that there's nothing else in that room that I need to get. Ah, the flickering light here. I do not like it. Okay, there is more stuff in that room, but hopefully it's not important. And it does leave this hallway nice and clear. Okay, so we need to go back to the safe room, pick up the sonata music, head up to the piano, and use the music with the piano. Now, the piano is on the left side of the mansion. There's so much going back and forth here. But it's okay. It's okay to go back and forth in this kind of game. Because it's utterly terrifying to move through the entire game. I can hear you, creepy zombie. And this is the wrong door yet again, because I'm a genius. And I ran right into him because I thought he was going to be on the right of me. I'm definitely slowing down a little bit here. Okay, well, we killed that guy last time we were through here. Yeah, but the fact that the game does feel a little bit like errands is okay because the terrain is hostile enough that it's normally entertaining to travel through. Okay, we needed the music and the missing music. Now let's examine it. Oh, there's pages and pages. Okay, time to head out and play the music. Now, the location I needed to play the music, I think it was this room here. So to get to this room here, I need to go up the stairs, through here, out, down. Hopefully that's the correct locale to go. But, you know, we'll find out when we get there. I can totally see, like, you know, if you were playing this game on the original PlayStation, that you would just progressively develop and draw up an entire map for the area. Because that's really the only way you're going to get through a lot of this stuff, right? Because you're going to need a detailed, complex map of where everything is, and the only way you're going to get that is by hand drawing it. Okay, so now we go down through the dining room. Then we will head up and then right. Like, every time I enter a room where I can't see the other end of it, I always wait a few moments at the door to see if I can hear any undead, right? Because you can normally hear them plodding around, and it's kind of terrifying. But that also means that if there's undead right by the door, I can't hear what's further in the room, which is so much more dangerous. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that he's there. Expert piano player, probably an expert helicopter pilot as well. Incredible. Trevor's diary. 11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How did I end up like this? A guy in a lab coat brought me a meager plate of food and salad. Of food and said, not salad. Sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reasons. That's when it hit me. It all makes sense. There are only two people that know the secret of this mansion, Sir Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only person that knows the secret. But for what purpose? It doesn't matter now. It's too dangerous here. My family, I hope they're all right. I've decided to escape. Jessica, Lisa, I prayed that you are safe. How could I be so careless? I lost my favorite lighter, the one Jessica gave me for my birthday. Now it's going to be much harder to escape this dark place. November 13th, the date when my fate was finally sealed. My aunt was hospitalized just 3 days before that. Jessica and Lisa said they were going to visit her. I wish I could be there with them. But wait, even as I'm writing, my memory is coming back to me more vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember the men in the lab coat said something like, most likely your family is already... I pray for their safety. Somehow I managed to get out of that room, but getting out of the mansion won't be so easy. I have to get past all the booby traps. Tiger eyes, gold emblem. I have to try and remember for my own sake. So that was written in 1967, and this game takes place in like 1999 or so, 1997, somewhere around there. Okay. I've taken the gold emblem. This shuts the door. I need the emblem from the other thing to go put that in place. And you know what that means? Another trip back to the safe room. Also, like, while Brad Vickers may be the actual designated pilot, I guarantee, you know, it's a Resident Evil game. Everyone on that team can pilot, right? They're all masters of the art. Okay, there's going to be an undead right outside this place. Okay, so this wasn't the engraved lighter. Actually, hold on. He mentioned the lighter, right? So I mean, by Resident Evil 5, I think Chris can fly a helicopter. Like Chris by Resident Evil 6 can definitely fly a jet plane. Okay, because he mentioned a lighter in his thing, so I'm wondering if there's a way to get out of here with the lighter. I mean, there's probably not, but I figured I'd test it before I run back and get that shield crest. Because yeah, in Resident Evil 6, Chris and Pierce are shown to use Jetfire. Though, to be fair, that may have come after some BSAA training. When he became omniproficient with everything, I guess. Okay, so there's going to be a Crimson Head just outside of here. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's been a lot of stuff, so he could have been trained since then. You know, I don't know, but maybe these guys are actually easier to dodge. Okay, safe room, safe room. Yeah, because I gotta go up to this floor. And the best way to get to this floor is to go all the way up. I could go out on the terrace, but I think there's dogs on the terrace right now. I'm gonna have a look out on the terrace. Like, maybe there's no dogs there, right? You know, the limited inventory slots in this game, I think, really increase the amount of backtracking you're kind of required to do. Potentially not... Like, potentially it may have been a better game if they'd have had separate inventory for, like, key items and equipment, right? Because then you could have still added in the survival aspect, but not necessarily had as much backtracking. I'm only on caution, I'll be fine. Famous last words. No, don't get up. That's illegal. Man, I don't want to deal with that guy. Okay. Because I think this emblem is the thing that I want to replace the other emblem, right? Yeah, I know, but it just takes so much inventory space to burn bodies, because I need 2 items to burn the bodies, then I need a weapon or 2 to kill them, and then I've got the stuff I'm carrying around generally to make sure I don't die. Like... And then I need space for picking up new puzzle items as well. Like, it's absolutely hell on the inventory management. I don't know why I'm scrolling all the way up here. Like, all the stuff's just here. Okay. We should at least be able to get upstairs without dealing with it. Okay, okay. He's gonna come down here. Yeah, there we go. Masterfully done. It's amazing how much stuff in this game needs another item from somewhere else to replace it. Almost ran straight into that guy. Would have been unpleasant. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go down and then back up. No, down through the dining room and then to the right. There's going to be another Crimson Head there as well to deal with. This game is just, you know, kind of brutal at times. But I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would be. Oh, that's a bad hit. Like, I was thinking that I was going to struggle with enjoying this game because of its old school, like, semblances of play. And I think if I had to play through all of this with tank controls, I might actually be not having fun. Right? But I think because it's got the option between analog stick and tank controls, I'm actually enjoying myself. It's pretty good fun. Like, it's difficult, but enjoyable. Okay, now we need to get through this out. You know what? I'm gonna die if I go out of there. So I'm going to use the grenade launcher on that guy if I can. Because I'm just going to get owned otherwise. Okay, good, good. Now if I go to the dining room... I can probably put the gold emblem into the... over here. And now the clock is open. Why is the clock open? I don't know. When the two have run each other through, the path to your destiny will open. It looks like you can turn the gears inside the clock. Ahaha! Ooh. So, there is sword, armor, shield, and helmet. I'm guessing they relate to the 3 keys. Okay, so the large gear handle's the second handle. When they have run each other through. Okay. A picture of 2 knights striking each other with the short sword has been thrust in the breast of one knight. The long sword has... Oh, I see. The short sword hits the armor, the other one hits the helm. Got it. So... I want them pointing up and down. That should be it. Yes, there we go. And this gets me the... What key is this? This is the shield key. Okay. So I still haven't found the helmet key. But right, sorry, I was completely distracted away from your comment because I was puzzle solving. But yeah, no, based on what I'm playing through this so far, visually it's stunning, right? Genuinely visually stunning, and like even so. Yeah, okay, that is noted a Dark Haunting. So if I find a place to use it, I should save first. But, right, the game is visually stunning. It is cinematically stunning. They really put literally everything they could into making this look great. And they also made the gameplay feel good. And yeah, no, like, it was a GameCube game, right? Like, this was a GameCube game. This wasn't... You know, this isn't like recent late generation stuff. This was 2012, right? Like, the contemporary games for this thing were like Final Fantasy X. And quite bluntly, I think that this absolutely, like visually, purely visually, this absolutely kicks the snot out of Final Fantasy X in my opinion. Like... You know, yeah, sure, like, some of this stuff doesn't look absolutely incredible, like the textures on this this object here. You know, fair enough, that doesn't look absolutely stunningly beautiful. But within the context of the overall game, like, everything just looks so good. You know, you could pick little bits of it apart, but as an entire game, it's incredible. Okay. Now there's some thinking to do. There's Dog Hallway. Like, the other great thing about this, right? The map system, which they've apparently introduced in the remake. It feels great because, like, I've got a real sense of progress here, right? Like, I glance at this map and I'm like, okay, there's a red door here, there's some undiscovered stuff here. So I know that one of these two doors is going to have something important to it, right? So I know that this is relevant at some point. I don't necessarily know if it's relevant now, but I'm progressively reducing my exploration space, right? I know, for example, there's a door here. This could be a thing, right? If I go up here, I also know that, you know, there's a room here that still has stuff in it. I don't know what that stuff is, but I can take a guess, because that was the, like, kitchen that needed a light source. There's a red door here. It's locked. Don't know what that's about. There's this area. I've decided to ignore that. I know there's stuff there, but I don't need it. There is still apparently stuff here. And there are 2 locked doors over here. So I've got an idea. My overall functional search space is limited, right? And this is a common problem that in adventure games they don't do this enough. They will just keep opening and opening and opening the surface area that you can explore and look at. And they will never actually allow you to limit that space, which means you get to a point where it's no longer reasonable to exhaustively search the environment for things to do. And it's so much easier to miss stuff. You know, if you're restricted to just a single room, for example, then you're kind of inherently limited by being limited to that single room of all the stuff you can try. Like, you must have everything that you need to do in that room and all the tools to deal with it. And by progressively limiting it, we end up in a situation where I can exhaustively search this place. It will take a while, right? But at some point, I will have everything in all the rooms, and I can move on from that point. But okay, you know, ignore my mini rant there. We have a shield key, we have an armor key, and we've already used up the sword key, so that means there's a helmet key still to find. Now, where would this key? I'm kind of wondering if maybe it opens one of these doors here. That's what I'm thinking, because I don't know that I've even tried these doors. And there's also this door here, which I can't remember by what methodology it's closed. But since I can fairly easily get back there, I'm actually going to go take a look at that, because that's on the 2nd floor. Yeah, because I can relatively safely get out there. Okay, I should be able to use up the armor key before I need to use the shield key. That one's locked from the other side. Now we're gonna have to go to the right. Okay, so we should be some doors to explore down here. I just noticed my caption said there should be some toast to explore down here, which is far more amusing. Oh, there's multiple of them alive here. Damn it! I was so close to evading them all. Okay, how far back are we? Because I think we still, yeah, we saved, last time we saved was when we switched the crests. And let's see what my inventory looks like. Yeah, we're a fair ways back. You know what? I've been streaming for 4.5 hours. I think this might be a solid place to call it a day for now. Because this game is so tense, I can definitely feel myself, like, mentally slowing down, right? And, you know, that's not the good mental space to be trying to push through a game like this, where small mistakes are incredibly heavily punished. And you're always encouraged to play right up against the wire. But it should give us something to do for next stream. So yeah, I think I am calling it a day for that. Let's see. Next stream is going to be on Thursday. Yeah, it's a rough game. Like it's not something you can kind of just casually mess around on. It's lots of thinking, lots of puzzles. But yeah, next stream is going to be Thursday. We're going to be continuing Parasite Eve 2 Bounty Mode, because that's great fun. It's difficult, but it's great fun. Yeah, no, I think things went well for this stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, right? And you know, if you're not following and you do like the content, please do follow, you know. I stream other stuff and more of this. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Although, I gotta be honest, I'm fairly sure at this point that all of my viewers are actually just people that followed me for Parasite Eve and haven't left. Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, literally everyone here is only watching me because I play Parasite Eve, because I played Parasite Eve 2, and now they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna watch this forever, it's good. Which, you know, respect, it's great fun. Like, you all seem to know a lot about these various games, and it's really fun to go through and experience this with, like, that educational... You know what it feels like, right? It feels like when you've got, like, your older brother who's watching you play the game, and he's already beaten the game, right? And he's kind of sat there, and he doesn't want to spoil the game for you. But he's there just in case you need it, right? And that's just a wonderful experience. You know, fair enough for Dark Haunting. Oh, yeah, I do. At some point, I will play through the Silent Hill series. But, like, Silent Hill... I tried playing Silent Hill 1, maybe 2, I can't actually remember which, ages ago. And I just remember being so terrified of that game from like the first 15 minutes that I put it down and never picked it back up again. Obviously, I was a fair bit younger then, but it's so genuinely horrifying. There's something so existentially sad and scary and ominous about it. So yes, one of my plans is to play through Silent Hill. There's an entire series, but there's also the question of like how to play it, right? Because Silent Hill, what was it? I think it was the original Silent Hill they made a remaster of, but they completely ruined the remaster by like removing the fog from the game, which meant that you can see all of the stuff you're not meant to see. And so it's just ugly as hell. And that seems like a poor way to play the game, right? That seems like the ineffective way to play it. But, you know, eventually... it'd be grand if I could. I'm also going to type notes for what I'm actually finishing up here, so I know what to start with on the next thing. Yeah, it quote unquote HD. I don't know how much HD it is, you know. All I remember is people being really angry about it. That's it. Just people just intensely angry about it and how it just basically ruined it. I mean, yeah, like I've no problem. So I'm pretty much an exclusively PC player these days. I actually used to collect a lot of retro consoles, but then some serious stuff happened and I lost all of my consoles. And when I say retro consoles, I'm talking like I had an Atari 1200 ST, I had like an original Commodore 64 like mint in box. I had all of that cool stuff, but, you know, some stuff happened, and now I no longer have any of those consoles. So I can basically, you know, I can emulate pretty much anything there is to emulate these days. That works nice and cleanly. And I'm not against buying PC games if it means I'm going to get the game done right, you know? And yeah, like totally. Every really cool thing that comes out of games is almost always exclusively because of modders. Like, I don't even understand how it works. Like, you have these crazy people out there who are just, we can do this better, and then they just make it better, and they would just spend thousands of hours trying to improve a game for no other reason than they thought the original people who did it just did it wrong, right? Wasn't there a Wii Silent Hill game with loads of ice in it as well? I vaguely remember that. Also, I need like a just chatting screen thing. Like, I'm gonna have to make an OBS scene for when I'm just talking to you guys. Shattered Memories. I have no idea if it was good. I've not got anything on the Wii. I do have a Wiimote though. I do have a Wiimote, and I know you can get Wiimotes working with the PC. And like, if you can get Wiimotes working with the PC, it's maybe I could emulate it, because I know Dolphin emulates the Wii pretty well. So maybe, who knows? Maybe at some point in the future, you'll see me playing Shattered Memories on the Wii on an emulator, which would be a bit bizarre. Like motion, because that's motion controls, right? It's motion control stuff in a Silent Hill game. Which, I mean, you know, if you're meant to be scared and shivering, right? Like, you're not going to be able to hit shit. I know, like, I also, like, at some point, I want to get a light gun set up as well. That's something I definitely want to do, and I've been looking into it recently. But, so, one of the really cool things that I think I could do here, right, is, because I'm learning 3D art and Blender and stuff, what I'd love to be able to do is set up, like, a full-body motion capture rig, and then, like, play light gun games while looking like an absolute goofball in, like, a giant skeleton playing light gun games or something. Oh, okay, so Shattered Memories doesn't have, like, combat in it. I mean, you know, you don't need combat to make a good horror game, I guess. Yeah, I love light gun games, like Time Crisis, right? Time Crisis is this really not actually that visually great game, but it's so goofy and fun. And I feel like nobody really runs them or does anything interesting with that. Like, I don't know anyone on Twitch, for example, that plays light gun games as a thing, right? And I would have great fun, I think, being able to show off old light gun games and making them work. But the whole problem is, like, you need a really complicated rig, right? Because first you need a light gun which works with LCDs, right? Oh, yes, I watched a review on the House of the Dead remake released on Switch. Apparently, the gyro controllers for shooting stuff, absolute garbage. Like, apparently the gyro control for shooting stuff is not on target at all and is constantly drifting all over the place. And that's just sad. Like, you can't have a rail shooter where you can't aim, right? And using a joystick is not the same. Like, that just doesn't work at all. Yeah, my current viewpoint is I'm probably going to look at having to hack together an Arduino to set up. I think it's called Gun4 IR. It essentially uses the same tracking as a Wiimote, but, you know, different. So here's the thing, right? With CRTs, so I've looked into this in depth, right? With CRTs, and this was why you had them all work on the PlayStation 2, right? With CRTs, they basically scanned off a specific frame and then synced it with the light gun, and then it would trigger based on like specific icons on the specific bright locations on the screen, and so on and so forth. This worked because, number one, CRTs were incredibly bright. CRTs had a very specific frame rate. LCDs don't have a set frame rate in the same way. And they just had, they could sync the video directly to get that information. And that's how you could, you know, work out where the gun was pointing and such. LCDs don't have any of that, which means the entire light gun setup and technology, which works for CRTs, doesn't work on LCDs. And pretty much every single light gun that has existed from then has been like a hacky, janky, non-working piece of junk. So basically you've got like two options, right? You've either got like IR tracking, or you've got like mount tracking, which is essentially where you basically make it so the gun is a joystick, and you just have like a gun-shaped controller on top of that, and it works out where the gun is pointing by the angles of the joystick. You know, it's like an offset thing. But there isn't really a good way to track, like to screen track the way you would previous generations of stuff. And that's why the Wiimote had that bob, because there's IR blob tracking. Yeah, like it's this whole thing. Like, there is a reason that there are like no light gun games really released apart from like the Nintendo Wii. But the Nintendo Wii had really bad tracking as far as a light gun for the purposes of a light gun game, because it only uses 2 reference points. What you actually need is 4 reference points surrounding the screen. But, you know, they set up with a compromise, and that doesn't really work if you're compromising on accuracy. It was good enough for most things. We only had to, like, shoot a corner. But if you've ever used a Wiimote, I'm sure you've seen how, like, wobbly the target point is. And all of that, like, the whole thing is entirely dependent on video processing. And video processing is super expensive to do in terms of processor power, right? And that's got to be done somewhere. You know, if you want to try and track a screen in real time, and it's got to be like less than 10 milliseconds delay, because otherwise it's going to feel super sluggish, and it's going to feel like you're not shooting where you need to shoot. If you want to track a screen with those kind of delays, you're actually looking at some expensive micro-sized hardware, because it has to be done in the gun to be fast enough to be processed. Because if you try and send all the data to your to the computing device, you induce a whole lot of latency, and it just doesn't work out. So that's why the gun for IR actually uses an Arduino, and then does all the processing on the Arduino, and then outputs the information as a mouse device. So as far as I understand, at least, it basically functions as a mouse, but it's using the tracking internally to make it all handle itself, and then just outputting a screen reference, kind of like a touchpad, essentially. Like it's outputting like touchpad information via screen tracking. You also have to use like massively reduced pixel density, and that's why you have to use IR tracking. Because if you use non-IR, if you try and just capture everything, number one, you're dealing with all the extra stuff that comes with that, and you've got to discern what's screen and what's not. But you know, with IR tracking, you can just get the single blobs that you're looking at. But right, like enough of me just talking wildly about frickin' rail shooters and light gun games, because I'm an absolute goddamn nerd, right? But enough of that. I do actually need to close out the stream. Thank you to all of you who've come to watch. It's been a genuinely great time. Yeah, I know, right? Like it's an issue. I need to go, but I enjoy talking to you guys too much. It's too much fun, right? Okay, I'm actually going. I'm leaving. You guys have a wonderful time with the rest of your days.